Hi all, see this is a problem appears in JEE Main 2016, and in that particular problem, right, we can observe that this is a problem regarding application of integrations, right, because you are required to find out the area. So first we just understand that what is that area, and then obviously we'll go ahead and find out that. Now see that the area is bounded by one curve, that is y greater than equal to mod of square root of x plus 3, right? So that's why it's very interesting, right? Let's go ahead and trying to observe that curve, right? So here it says that y is greater than equal to square root of x plus 3, and then we have a mod. So that's imply that y square is greater than equal to x plus 3 and that mod. Okay, so that's it. So that gives me that of a particular problem, and we are going ahead and understand what is that curve, right? Now see that here it depends on the value of x, right? So here we consider our curve 1, and the curve 1 is all about y square is equal to mod of x plus 3, that we are required to draw. So that's imply that it's equal to x plus 3 when x is greater than equal to 3 minus 3, and it will be equal to minus of x plus 3 when x is less than minus 3. Okay, so that's it. So basically if I trying to plot it, right, we'll get that area as we have to mark that point minus 3. It's a parabola, so this is one parabola, this is another parabola. So that's actually gives me y square equal to x plus 3 and x minus 3 in similar kind of form. Okay, later we'll show you the exact plot. Okay, so this is the curve 1 for us. Now see that again they'll give you some another curve. So what's that? It says that x plus 9 is less than equal to 15, right? So this is our curve 2. So in curve 2 we can easily say that here x plus 9 is less than equal to 15. So obviously we can say that for this corresponding way we need to draw the curve x plus 9 is equal to 15, and that's imply that x is equal to 6. So this is my one curve, right? So obviously we can understand that this gives you a straight line, and this gives you a vertical straight line. So this box thing we need to draw. So what is x equal to 6? Obviously we can understand that this is x equal to 6. Something like this. Okay. Now we need to understand the another curve. So what is the another curve? This gives you 5y less than equal to x plus 9. Obviously we understand that this is a straight line. Okay, so let's go ahead. So our curve 3. Now curve 3 says 5y is less than equal to x plus 9. So that's imply that our curve is a straight line which is actually equal to 5y and x plus 9. So these the curves or the line we need to draw, and whatever the area bounded by that we need to understand. Okay. Now let's see that. Okay, that what about this line y equal to x by 5 bar 9. So it says slope and passing through the point 0, 9. So obviously if this is x-axis, right, it will pass through this point and it will intersect the curve and all that stuff, right? So let's try to observe all those curves in a proper way. Okay, and let's see that. Okay, so therefore we just trying to plot the exact curve. Now see that this is the exact curve. Now obviously understand that what that shaded region we need to calculate, right? Now for the shaded region, right, this area is the bounded by all those curves, right? So if we see that these are the curves we already mentioned. So this is y equal to square root of x plus 3. This is y is square root of x minus 3 and all that, right? And then we have x equal to 6. So you can understand this is x equal to 6. But as well, if we able to draw these curves, right, we understand that this curve intersect that both the portion of that square root curve into particular point, right? So you are required to this boundary. Otherwise, we don't able to find that region properly. So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and find this intersection point. So to find that intersection point, first we consider that we will consider that y square equal to x plus 3 positive. And that line we'll consider as 5y is equal to x plus 9. So now, if I go ahead and solve this equation, we'll get the coordinate of x, and that's why we can go ahead and find the boundary. So let's go ahead. So that's imply that 5y square. So 5 times, so let's go ahead and calculate y from here. So that's why it will be x plus 9 divided by 5 is equal to y. That's imply that for that y square, that gives you as x plus 9 whole square is equal to 25 multiplied by x plus 3. That's it. So that gives me obviously that x and y coordinate. So our job is to solve that equation. So let's solve it. So it's x squared plus 18x plus 81, that's equal to 25x plus 75. So therefore, we can easily get a quadratic equation now. So x squared minus 7x plus 6 equal to 0. So if I factorized it, we can understand that it gives you x minus 6, x minus 1, and that's equal to 0. Okay, so therefore we'll imply that x is equal to 6 only, okay, and x is equal to 1 only, okay. So that's the curves we have, right? Now see that why we'll see that x equal to 6, right? So obviously we can understand x equal to 6 is this curve, right? So therefore the other line is definitely intersected at the point x equal to 1. So this curve is x equal to 1, okay, the vertical line. Now also it intersect that in the point, some point here, right? So let's go ahead, okay. So let's go ahead and consider the second case. So that's why for find the point of intersection, this is one step. The next step is obviously we'll take y squared is equal to x plus 3, and everything is a minus sign, and we'll consider that 5y is equal to x plus 9. So they intersect, find the point of intersection. So x plus 9 whole square is equal to minus 25 x plus 3. So if I expand it again, we'll get it as x squared plus 81 plus 18x minus 25x and minus 75. That's it. Let's go ahead and find out that. So we'll x squared plus 43x plus 156 is equal to 0. That's it. So here we can understand what is the quadratic equation in that particular case. Now our job is to factorize it. Now we easily factorize that. So here for this particular problem, I am just keeping this factorization. So we can, if I go ahead and do this factorization, we'll get it as x minus 4 and x minus 39, and that's equal to 0. Okay, I think that's the correct factorization. Okay, 4 and 39 is 33. Yeah, that's correct. Okay, so let's go ahead. Now if I factorize this, obviously we'll get the final answer as x is equal to 4 and 39. Okay, now see that in this particular case, right, we'll go ahead and trying to calculate these values here, right? Now see that if I go ahead, I just make a small mistake. This is plus sign and both are minus sign. Okay, that's it. So therefore this curve is actually gives you x equal to minus 4. So therefore we put all the values and appropriate coordinates and all that stuff in this curve, right? So see that this is x equal to 6, x minus 3, x minus 4, x1 and all that stuff. Okay, so now our job is to rewrite that shaded region into two parts. So here we'll consider that this is the region I rewrite as R1. So I wrote it as R1 and I read the other region as R2. Okay. So now let's look forward that. So what is R1? R1 is the region bounded by the curves x minus 3, x1 and below curve is y equal to square root of x plus 3 and top curve is actually x plus 9. So if I write down that area, so we'll write R1 is equal to integration of lower curve. So therefore we will find that the lower curve and upper curve. So upper curve is here x plus 9 divided by 5 minus square root of x plus 3. So area bounded by the two curves. Now we need to find out the so-called limit of this area. So what is the limit? For the limit, we have to see it is minus 3 to 1. So that's it. If I go ahead and trying to write down the R2, that R2 is obviously from, you see, it's minus 4 to minus 3. And what is the area? Area is bounded by the top curve, that is x plus 9 divided by 5. And square root of minus of x plus 3. So that's the required area of that. So now our job is to reduce in such a way that we need to calculate this integration. Now see that this integration is not that difficult. Why? See that though it is have x plus 9, x plus 3, but if I consider it as x plus 9 equal to z, x plus 3 as q or whatever, right? So that dx will not change. So if I take z equal to x plus 9, dz is equal to dx. So therefore directly we can change it, write down the integration as, let's go ahead. So it will be x plus 9 whole square divided by 10. And if I do the next one, we can write it is gives you as x plus 3 whole to the power 3 by 2 divided by 3 by 2. The limit is actually from 1 and minus 3. Okay. Let's go ahead and write down that integration again for the bottom. So therefore it is minus 4 to minus 3. Okay. I just remove, we are doing this integration. So that particular sign is not required now. So let's go ahead and write x plus 9 whole square divided by 10 minus of x plus 3 whole to the power 3 by 2 divided by 3 by 2. That's it. So that's actually the integrations we have to do. Now, my job is to substitute that values one by one as a lower limit and the upper limit, and then we'll go ahead. But in this case, right, we are not solving this problem because this substitution is very, very easy. So if we go ahead and calculate that, we able to calculate that R1 is equal to 16 divided by 15. Okay. So you just substitute that appropriate values, the lower limit, upper limits and all that stuff. You will definitely get that answer. And if we go ahead and substitute these values, you will get the answer R2 is equal to 13 divided by 30. So that's it. Now, if I go ahead and try to find out the final values, right? So that final value R will be definitely R1 plus R2. So what is R1 plus R2? So we just have to add them together and get it done, right? So if we calculate that, we'll get at the end, we'll get the answer as 3 by 2. So therefore, for this particular problem, we'll easily obtain that answer as 3 by 2. And that's why option C is the correct answer. So for this problem, it is very, very tricky and crucial because we have to understand that concept, that what will happen if y is greater than equal to something, y less than equal to something, and mod function is involved. And remaining is as a straightforward problem. And that's it. Okay. Hope you understood it. Only the concept is that you have to find these values and do this all simple mathematical arithmetic calculation to get that desired result. And that's it. Hope you understood the problem. Thank you.